Hey, good evening, everybody. How's everything going? How's your day going? How's your week been? How was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting? Did you go anywhere fun? Um, this is our weekly recap. This is all the things and places and stuff and all that good jazz, the things that we did over the course of the past week. And it's been a pretty busy week. I mean, it's been a surprisingly busy week. Um, there was lots of stuff, and I kind of went through this. I was kind of like cycling through my brain, um, and every time I like go through the list, that's like I'd remember something else that we did or something someplace else we went, and it was really surprising to me, and a little bit shocking actually. Um, yeah, my brain cycled. It's kind of like the spin cycle. It just goes 90 to nothing, but it's always in circles. So, I mean, it's true. Um, but yeah, I honestly have to say that. So I've told you before that I use Google Timeline to kind of track to help me keep up with all the stuff because I can go back and review the last week in Google Timeline and see all the places that I went. And Google Timeline let me down because Google Timeline didn't track all the places that I went. And that was interesting. So, but I think I caught them all. If I didn't, I have an amazing production manager who I'm sure will remind me of the things that I missed and the places that I forgot. But yeah, we'll get to that in a little while, I'm sure. But anyway, let's just jump right into it. All the things and the places and the stuff and the all the yeah, I think I just slipped a gear on the spin drive that time. All the things and the places and the stuff that we did over the course of the past week. Yes, all the and the two. Anyway, hey. So one of the places that I went this past week. So I guess this would have been about a week and a half ago. Well, actually, it's been just about 2 weeks ago now. It's been 2 weeks. Well, I can't look at the calendar because it's on the right month. Um, let's see, what was it? President's Day was the 12th. So I guess it's actually been 3 weeks. So 3 weeks ago. Um,
Does yours not have a mini month before and month after?
yeah, I'm sure that's what those little dots up there that I can't read because the print's too tiny.
You're wearing your glasses.
The print's still too tiny. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess about 3 weeks ago, I was getting out of the car and managed to do something to mess up my back. I mean, I don't have a good story for that. I can't say that I was, lifting a vehicle off of a baby or rescuing a burning building from a child or something. I don't know. I mean, I have no good stories like that. All I can say is I was getting out of the car and somehow or another I did something to screw up my back. But because I am the naturally stubborn person that I am, I just tried to, walk it off for about a week and a half before I finally decided to go do something about it because, you know, I mean, you don't really need to sitting up straight and or being able to stand up straight and being able to walk are really unimportant things, right? You don't really have to do those. But anyway, yeah. So I made a trip to Slayton Chiropractic. Yes, only I would try to rescue a burning building from a child. Yes. um, but yeah, I had an appointment there last week. I got another one this coming week. So we'll probably do that for a couple weeks till I can sit in my chair without hurting for a whole day. It'd probably be nice. I was out and about, and I drove around a lot for work last week, and so while I was out and about running around, swung by the Food Lot. If you're unfamiliar with where the Food Lot is, it's over on the west side of town, um, right behind Come and Go slash beside um, Five Below and Big Lots. It's the Food Lot that's over there in that area. I swung by there for lunch while I was out one day last week, and I stopped by Paco's Tacos and I got some tacos, and the tacos were delicious. I really, really enjoyed them, but I needed something to drink with the tacos, so I placed my order for the tacos, and while I was waiting on the tacos to be prepared, I walked next door to Sam's Sweets and Treats, and I got some lemonade, and I got a blueberry cookie for dessert. So I got the whole deal. I got dinner and dessert and drink, all right there at the food truck. And um, if I were to have any complaints at all about the meal, the tacos were delicious. They're amazing. Um, I loved them. The lemonade was great. The only complaint that I possibly have is that I really wanted more cookies, and I only had the one, and I really wanted more. So that's my complaint, that I wanted more cookies. Um, and now you will notice this is kind of a bit of an odd thing for me. I know usually when I talk about the things that I do and the places we go and stuff like that, I don't often include pictures, and the reason for that is normally. And this was just a very special case that I happen to be able to do this, because normally the problem is that I start eating, and then I'm like halfway through with the food, and then I'm thinking like, "Ah, man, I should have taken pictures of that." So priorities, priorities. And then so that was, I guess that would have been Thursday. Yeah, that was Thursday for lunch that I had Paco's Tacos, and then this very trepidatious thing happened Thursday night. Steel and Stitches was downtown, and she went to Unraveled Yarn Boutique unsupervised, and that always gives me cause for concern. And but yeah, that was it. It turned out that we only had to go back once more last week, so we actually made it to Unraveled on Thursday and Saturday this past week. Um, but then after we went to Unraveled, I snuck over to Cultured Man, where I got wood. I got
You got who?
ironwood at that, and yes, and I noticed this as I had the as I was looking at this in uh, in my bedroom the other day, that if you turn it upside down, it spells poom. So now even when I look at it right side up and it should be saying wood, I still read poom, and I don't know if poom is better than wood or not. Um, the jury is still out on that, and I still giggle. By the way, these are very comfortable. Uh, who knew that having wood was comfortable? Sorry, I'll stop shaking that because yeah, it's got stuff inside it that rattles. I'll put that down. Um, but yeah, it is. And and they also have it comes with words of encouragement on the inside. Um, as you slide down the banister of life, may the splinters never point the wrong way. Get wood, no splinters. Wood is good. Woodunderwear.com. Yes. So yeah, I got wood. And it's
You found out about the fiber too.
yeah, it is actually 34% wood fiber. So literally it is. It's made out of wood, cotton, and spandex. So yeah, it's kind of cool. But anyway, I got the ironwood because it's the only way I could. Yes, the 13-year-old on me still thinks it's funny, and probably will. I will probably giggle and snicker about it every time I put those on, but that's okay. Anyway, after I got wood, okay, it's the last time I'm gonna tell that joke tonight. We went over to Something Sweet because it was Thursday, and Thursday is Keto Day at Something Sweet. And fortunately, most of the keto offerings that they have are also gluten free, which is very helpful, very nice. So we were able to grab a few gluten free things out of their case and get those. And that was dessert. We got dessert before we got dinner, which, but we ate dinner before we ate dessert. No.
What I got
Uh-huh.
was my breakfast the next morning.
Oh, you got
I got a muffin.
a muffin, and you had it for breakfast. Okay. I knew we got something sweet from Something Sweet. I just didn't remember what it was. What are you?
There's a bug in here.
There's a bug flying around the room.
Did you find it?
No, it's somewhere over there. Somewhere. Anyway, it'll keep flying. It'll be all right.
You did see it.
Yeah, I did see it.
Okay.
So I don't think you're completely crazy this time.
With no doubt.
Not about this, no.
But yes, I had a muffin for the next morning.
You had a muffin for the next morning.
And you
What?
got cookies, snickerdoodles.
Yes, I did.
that
That's
we had
right.
for dessert
Friday.
tonight.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
was not our. We got something.
We got
on
something sweet. We
Thursday,
just
but
didn't
ate
have it
on
for dinner.
Friday.
Yeah. So then after we went to Something Sweet and got something sweet from Something Sweet, we walked across the street to Carlos's Cantina and Grill.
And down the road.
Yeah.
We walked across the street.
Across the street and halfway down the block. And we had dinner at Carlos's Cantina and Grill, and really enjoyed that. Got some time just. Thursday was kind of a crazy day. We were out running around doing a lot of stuff, so it was nice to be able to just sit down and have dinner and eat some good food and not really have to worry about it. And it's right, we did have dessert while we were there because we got some flan. And Carlos comes up and he's like, "How is it? I've made it, but I haven't tried it yet." So, but it was very good. I highly recommend the flan. It was delicious, and to be honest, it was a lot bigger serving than what I was expecting for the price that I paid for it. So yeah, no complaints about the one flan, two people, 2 spoons. It was a great dessert. But yeah, great food, great prices, great guy. If you haven't been there already, go check out Carlos's Cantina and Grill. And then, because it is that time of month again, right around the first of the month, it seems like I'm always having to go make a trip to pick up some medications for something or other. High cholesterol, high blood pressure. I'm not high, but I just have lots of pills.
That's Hyde, not Hyde.
Oh, yes. And this is Hyde. On Saturday, we went to Hyde Park Cafe for lunch and stopped in there and had lunch. We were just,
from our table?
yeah. You ever have those times? So it works out that there's this one table that's almost all the time when we go to Heights, we always sit at this one table. And we went in there on Saturday and somebody was sitting at that table. And so we sat down at one near there and I leaned over the table and I said to Jersey, I was like, I want to go tell him you're in my spot. Do my best Sheldon impression. You're in my spot. That's my spot. You're in my spot. So, but I was not allowed to do that because Jersey's a nicer person than me most of the time. After lunch, we went over to Weber's Bookhouse and made our second trip to Unravel for the week. And so while Jersey was doing that, I went over to the bookstore side of things. And I'm very hot. I need to turn my mic down because I'm very hot. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Let me see if I can turn that down a little bit. How's that? Is that better? Touch the bag. All right. So I turned the automatically adjust mic volume off and just turned the mic volume down to about half. So hopefully you guys can still see me. Anyway, so getting out of the control panel. So while Jersey was at um, the yarn side of things, while she was over at the unraveled side, I went over to the Weber's Bookhouse side and picked up a book like Salt and Ash, and went over and had it signed by Ms. Hazel Marie, who was there doing a book signing. So yeah, while she was there doing that, I grabbed a book, and now I have 2 books that I need to read. Um, Not to be confused with the monthly book club book, because I haven't gotten that into reading yet. I can't keep up with that, but I bought Dan Stidham's book last month, and I haven't finished it yet. So I need to finish that so that I can then start like Salt and Ash. And but yeah, I got to sit there and visit for a little while and talk to Hazel and just yeah, it was a good time and really enjoyed talking to her and learning a little bit about her history and how she'd been in the area and back and I keep telling people that this area is like a black hole. Once it sucks you in, it never lets you go. You might orbit out for a little while. You're always going to come back. At least that's been my experience, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah. So we did that, and then after that, well, we needed you know, I've been saying I was going to go visit Appalachia for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and never managed to get around to it until Saturday. I finally made it over to Appalachia on Saturday, and after driving around like an idiot through their parking lot for a minute, trying to find an appropriate place to park, because I was a little confused when I pulled in there and apparently tried to go in the out. Um, but yeah, we parked and went inside and checked out their stuff. They had several different types of apples there. They had some other things, some other uh, dipped treats, and they had a turtle. So how was the turtle?
The turtle was so good.
Okay, so that's the
She
official
does not skimp on her turtle ingredients.
the official
Turtle tester?
yeah, turtle tester,
Turtle taste tester?
turtle anyway. Ain't turtly enough for me. Anyway, yeah, the turtles were so good, and they are not skimped on ingredients, and it was quite tasty. Jersey had a turtle. I had a chocolate covered oatmeal pie. And again, remember that thing I was telling you about pictures? Don't have any of the things from Appalachia because we ate them in the car.
With our lemonade.
Yeah, with our, oh, that's right. We got lemonade from there too. I forgot about the lemonade. Yeah, no pictures of that either because, we were too busy consuming and enjoying the experience to take a lot of pictures of everything. That was the difference between that was how I managed to get pictures of Paco's and Sam's is because I didn't eat it in the car. I actually took it inside and sat down and then thought, oh yeah, I should take a picture before I eat this. But yeah, in the car, yeah, it's not happening. And it would not be a week if we didn't make at least one trip to Shadrack's. There would be. I think that the people at Shadrack's might almost feel about us the same way that Petra does. I mean, I think we have to tell them if we're going out of town so that they don't get worried about us. Do I have pictures of me going in the out lane of the parking lot?
No, I was too busy telling him to go the other way.
I do not. Jersey was telling me I was going the wrong way. I didn't take any pictures. So unless there happens to be some like security camera footage somewhere that might have that, you're just out of luck. I'm not going to help you look for that though, because
to be fair, the do nots were not red. The do's were red.
Yeah, it was, I was just, anyway. Yeah, Jersey says the white chocolate turtle from Appalachia was delicious. That's a lot of liciouses. Applicious, delicious.
It was two, honey.
That's a lot. Two's a lot. Sunday afternoon, we went over to Labor Park, um, and I didn't. I know this is going to sound shocking. We went over there and we watched some skateboarding going on, and I did not participate. I know you find that hard to believe. Um, you can tell that I did not participate in the skateboarding because you didn't hear any ambulances Sunday afternoon. From when I would fall and break something. But yeah, we went over to hung out at the Labor Park skate park playground and splash pad. By the way, this is normally on Thursday we talk about things that are coming up, but when I was like pulling the graphic for this, I noticed this and I just thought this was just really really cool. Um, the cardboard boat regatta is going to take place on Saturday, April 27th at 10 a.m. at the Paragould Aquatic Center. Um, you can get the registration forms available at the center. You have to register by April 1st. There's room for up to 21 teams, $20 entry fee per team. You have to build a boat out of cardboard and it has to float enough for you to you can get all the rules for it from Paragould Parks and Recs. But yeah, it's the idea is to make a cardboard boat and sail it across the pool. The college that I went to used to do something like this. Not while I was going to college there, but after I was there, they started hosting a regatta. Um, Again, cardboard boats. I don't know how I feel about the fact that I was not involved in that. In some ways, it's probably a good thing. In other ways, I kind of feel like I missed out on an opportunity. Oops, wrong button. And finally, yesterday, was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I was again out. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of running around lately with different things. And yesterday afternoon, I was out running around and decided that since I was out and about and just ran by a Lemonade House Grill and picked up dinner and brought dinner home from Lemonade House Grill on last night. So that was dinner last night, and
It was greatly appreciated.
yeah, saved Jersey from having to cook. So yeah, that was yeah. That's the things, the places. Did I forget anything? Did I leave anything out? I don't think I did. I can't think of anything I did. But yeah, like I noticed, like on Tuesday night, I was telling you that Google Timelines let me down. On Tuesday night, Google Timelines showed me going to um, Unraveled, and that was it. So it's like Google Timelines missed me going to Something Sweet and missed me going to Carlos's. I mean, I could kind of see because Unraveled and Cultured Man are right next to each other. I could see it not being able to differentiate that, but I really would have thought it would have caught the other two spots, but for some reason it didn't. So, but okay, so yeah, it looks like that's all the things. That's all the places we did. That's the ways we interacted with um, the local community and local businesses in the local community over the course of this past week. Got more stuff coming up, and if there's something you'd like me to go check out, always feel free to just shoot me a message and let me know. I'll be willing to go check out just about anything at once, maybe twice, three times to decide for sure whether or not I liked it. Uh, but anyway, that's it, you guys. I hope you have a great evening. Have a great week. Uh, Come back again Thursday. We'll talk about all the stuff that's coming up in and around the local area over the course of the next week or so, and then looking at some stuff a little farther out. And yeah, I'll get the regatta in there. I might mention it on Thursday, but I'll definitely make sure I get it in there. Mention it a couple of more times between now and April. Anyway, you guys be safe, be careful, take care of yourselves, take care of each other's, and we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.